What's going on, everybody? Biddy D here, and welcome to a new game called Life Below. Life Below is a refreshing twist on the city building genre set beneath the waves. Shape thriving coral reefs, revive collapsing ecosystems, and grow a living seascape in a heartfelt narrative. You are the ocean's final hope. Alright, let's check it out. Alright, so I played it a little bit before just to get my feet wet. Yeah, it was kind of an interesting little game. So this is the whole intro thing. You see plastic in the ocean, and we're trying to revive the ecosystem, so we obviously don't want that. I didn't really see any like plastic cleanup sort of situation in the game though, so we shall see what the deal is. But I have the music for the game turned off, so that's mostly what's going to be playing right now. And yeah, this little guy's dancing around, looking cool, like a jellyfish mermaid looking thing. Yeah, so that grows, reviving the ecosystem. Straight onto some rocky surface, and then these little guys will come and grab things. And they're helping to revive the ecosystem as well. Ah, Thalassa. There you are, adjusting to your new guardian body, I hope. It feels very strange to not be a water sprite anymore. I have so many tentacles. While you showed great promise in your previous role, I only wish we had more time to train you as a guardian. Alas, the reefs need your help urgently, and so you must learn in the new role. I have provided you with some water sprites to aid you in your endeavors. They will collect resources and help you maintain the reefs, as you once did. So those are the little water sprites, the small ones. Did they know that I used to be one of them not so long ago? They do, and they tell me they're delighted to aid one of their own in their newfound guardianship. That's good to know. Whether tentacled or finned, we're all in this together. There's so much to do. I'm not sure I'm ready for this, Lady Gaia. And then, okay, so that is Gaia. We never know what we are capable of until we try, Thalassa. I guess so. Never fear, I will be watching you through the reef heart. I'll be there if you need me. Best fin forward now. Alright, so we need to first reclaim some coral matter and pearls, and it looks like this is coral matter and pearls. So what we're gonna do is we can hit the reclaim, and then we can just click on all these things, and just you can right click to get the menu out of there. And so yeah, they're gonna do the reclaiming process, and they're gonna come and grab each resource one at a time, or maybe 5 at a time. I'm not sure, just depends on the type of resource. We'll wait for them to get all those things. Almost done. So how many do I start out with? 4 of those little guys. Okay, so that's done. Now we need to give energy to all the structures. There's one structure remaining, and that is this clam up here. So they need, what was it, 2 energy per hour, and we need to harvest more things. So we can harvest that. So you can just click on it and then hit the reclaim button as well. Looks like that only has coral matter, which is fine. And then there's some up here, and then that's nothing I can do with. So let's give that guy some power. So we need to build there's multiple things. There's the sprout coral, which produces coral matter. There's moon coral, which is how you get power. And then there's clams, which produce pearls. Okay, so they cost the resources. The coral matter and pearls, those are the resources, and the upkeep is you need to have enough power to keep everything running. So let's do some moon coral, and if you have it like this, it'll all be connected with the main. If it's like overlapping, I think it needs to be overlapping. So this is normally 30, I think it's 25 actually, but total power with, oh no, it's 30. Okay, so yeah, but then when this is built, it should go up by 5. Let's make sure. So the total network will be 35. Yeah, so this clam is up and operating. So they will produce 1 pearl per hour, and then can hold up to 3 pearls. Alright, and it looks like clams have an effect of lowering the temperature by 0.1 Celsius. Interesting. Alright, so now that we've done that, we need more coral matter, and we need more pearls. So the pearls are going to come in from the clam, and if we want more coral matter, we're going to need this. And so this sprout coral can only be on a sprout node, which is down here. Let me just make sure. So let's see, sprout coral, can't place it anywhere, and you can see it's like highlighted there, and so it has to go in one of these, and I'm going to do 2 of them, and we are going to need power for that. So let's add a, I don't know, that let's do there 1 more moon coral. Alright, and you can speed it up if you choose to do that, so I'm going to speed it up, get them to build all this stuff. Okay, so that is built. We have our first sprout coral. That needs 2 power, 2 energy per hour, and that's fine. This produces 5. And it's going to be 5 per hour of coral matter. So it shouldn't take too long to get up to the 100, and we almost have enough pearls. We're about to get enough pearls right now. Alright, so I'm just going to fast forward a little bit and get enough coral matter. Alright, let's see what else we can do. Gaia wants to introduce you to someone. Who do we have? You've been making great progress, Thalassa, but maybe it was unfair to ask you to do this alone. What do you mean? Have I disappointed you in some way? No, not at all, but we all need guidance from time to time. I want to introduce you to a friend of mine. Okay, yeah, you're gonna circle the thing. This is Pontus, a former reef guardian who needs a fresh outlook on life and some new challenges. Well, I hope I won't prove too much of a challenge for him. Oh, I doubt that. There are a few things in these oceans that I have not dealt with. Despite what you may have heard, I can't be everywhere at once, and this is my hope that Pontus can offer guidance and support as you move into more uncertain waters. Let's see what we're working with here. Well, those tentacles could be cleaner for a start. This is not some dank puddle, you know. This is the great ocean. I'll try. I've been so busy, I'm still getting used to them. No excuses. We must maintain standards. Gaia was right. You do need help. But I have shined the dullest of shells in my time, and I expect you will be no exception. I'm sure I will benefit from your wisdom, Pontus. I'm sure you have much to teach me. Well, quite right. Quite right. Yes, let us get started at once. Alright, WASD, mouse wheel, Q and E. We can rotate the whole thing. Very nice. Talk to the lost spirit. Okay, this is the lost spirit here. Have you seen a shiny thing around here? It was just what I needed to finish my shell decoration. Hey, did you take it? It's my shiny thing. I saw it first. I'm not moving till I get my shiny thing back. Fascinating. You seem to be the lost spirit of some kind of collector, possibly a decorator crab, yes? And it's all rather hazy, to be honest. All I can think about are shiny things. If you once were, then you'd normally be collecting objects for camouflage. But you've taken a rather different approach. What can I say? I'm an artist until I die. I fear that may literally have been the case, my friend. Perhaps if we could find you some new shiny things, you might consider moving on. Alright, so this guy needs 15 pearls. Do we have enough pearls to give him? How does this work? Oh, accept the quest. Okay. So they're going to bring him 15 pearls. Should not take very long. There we go. Shiny things. This is so kind of you. I can see you recognize the needs of a true shiny thing artist when you see one. I'm delighted I could help you. Follow me to the reef heart and we'll ensure that you and your shiny things will be part of this reef's energy forever. Sounds artistically satisfying to me. Lead on. Alright, so it's coming over to the reef heart, and the spirit gives us some growth coral and brain coral. So this is kind of like our research. Alright, so the brain coral, which we can just put directly on the rocks, which is nice. That will give us, what do they call it? Growth essence, and 5 per hour. And what's nice about that is we can use that in our research, and the growth coral, where is that at? over here, utilities. This is a little bit bigger. Don't have enough to build it right away. That's okay, we'll just put it down. And they just need one more pearl, so it should be fine. Alright, so they're gonna build this brain coral and then the growth coral. Takes a while to get that growth coral. And there it is. So we need to unlock something. So in the growth tab, we got to get this crafter. And that will take 10 pearls and 50 of those research growth essence points. And then we got to build the crafter. So let's get to 10 pearls. I may actually add a clam in. So let's see if I can do that. Let's add another clam. I'd like more production. I'll space it out a little bit. So let's get this clam up and running, and I can't do any more sprout corals because I don't have anything to put it on. How's my power doing? I still have room for 25 more power worth of stuff. Alright, so we're zooming along, getting some more pearls. May even want to do a third one. But yeah, I'll wait on that. Are we full of this? No, we still have more we can get. Alright, we just need a little bit more growth essence. And one more pearl. Okay, we got the pearls. One more round of growth essence. Alright, looks like we'll have enough, so let's go ahead and start this crafter recipe. So this will take not enough growth essence. Oh, they got to bring it over to the growth coral. Alright, so they're gonna work on that. That's gonna take 30 seconds, so let me just speed that up. And we have a crafter, so let's go to the build, utilities, crafter. Alright, so we don't have quite enough. It may be worth getting, because the pearls just come in very slowly. Well, I don't know, 2 of each might not be too bad. But we are waiting on pearls, which is kind of annoying. Alright, one more pearl. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get another clam. I just think it'll be easier if I do. Alright, so there is this seagrass which I can harvest, so I may as well get them started doing that, because I'll have to do it later anyway. 13% stable ecosystem. It's stable if it's over 90 or over percent. Okay. Alright, so we're getting some resources. Let's unlock this soul well. And here in the growth we can do a soul well, and we have enough of all the resources, so let's go ahead and do that. So they're going to bring over the resources to the growth coral. Okay, so now we have soul well. We have a soul well we can use. So soul wells provides to what? Not sure what that resource is, but yeah, let's just go ahead and put it over here, I guess. And we're gonna need some more power. Let's go ahead and get another moon coral ready as well. So we're gonna bring over these resources, get it built. So yeah, you can only place soul wells on the well springs, so that kind of makes sense. Alright, soul wells create sprite souls that can be used at the crafter structure to be crafted into sprite essence. So let's go into here. I can house 2 more sprites, and it provides 2 of that. Okay, so that's all good. So now how do I craft a sprite essence? Do I have to go into the crafter? Oh, I could have just gone in the crafting menu, but yeah, sprite souls. So let's do that. Takes 10 pearls and 1 sprite soul. So let's queue up 2 of those. Alright, once they bring over the stuff, they should get to crafting. So they bring it over here and it's gonna hatch. Look at the state of this place. So empty, so lifeless. We must do something about this immediately. What do we need to do? Life, that's what this reef needs. The hustle and bustle of aquatic fauna going about their daily tolls. We need to bring in some fish. And the denizens of the ocean are picky. They won't just wander onto a reef. They need to be lured. How do we lure them? Well, you're lucky enough to be in the presence of the All Oceans, over 5 fathoms champion lure crafter. Gosh, I had no idea. We'll need materials, and I can see some growing in the sand. Crafter coral and a few water sprites. And remember, the more diverse the life on the reef is, the easier it is to expand. Got it, let's get crafting. Alright, so we need to unlock that algae and anemone and algae coral, so let's do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the start button, and it's gonna take a minute to get all the resources over there because they don't have enough pearls or growth essence. So that shouldn't take too long though. Go ahead and speed it up a little bit. Okay, we got 2 more water sprites, so now we have 6 water sprites. And I could get 8, I guess. I could do another soul well. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So let's get that going. And now we have the growth anemone and algae coral. We have no, we have the anemone and algae coral. Okay, so let's build that. So the algae will be the food, basically. Yeah, it'll be the food for the wildlife. And where is it at? The anemone is a housing area for clownfish. So it can house 10 clownfish. So we need to build, it says 2 anemones and 3 algae corals. And this costs, or this takes power to upkeep. So let's get one here and here. And then for algae coral, let's get one here and one there. And then we need a third one, so I'll just do it next to it there. Alright, so it's going to take a little while to get all the pearls and the resources, but I will just let that go. And with the soul wells, I can actually craft, oops, I can actually craft a couple more of these, but it'll take a while. Hopefully they'll prioritize that last. Oh, and they're going for it right away. So I can actually high prioritize all this other stuff. I don't know if there's a faster way to do that. Alright, so if the internal storage is full, they're gonna stop producing. That makes sense. Looks like the pH level dropped down. So it's at the low end. That's interesting. And then temperature also has a range. Why isn't it showing? There it goes. So yeah, we're right in the middle, 26. We have got a little bit of, we got an anemone, and then we have 1 algae coral, another anemone. About to get the last couple algae coral in. Just need some more pearls. 2 more pearls. 1 more. Come on, yo. Okay, we got it. So they're gonna build that last algae coral, and then we'll see what the deal is for what's the next step. Very good. Alright, now we're gonna need a lure. To craft a lure, harvest materials growing on the sand, then you can use them in the crafting menu. So what I already did was I harvested some of this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and harvest a little bit more. Can I do it faster? Yeah. Just harvest whatever. We need to make a seagrass lure. So in the crafting menu, we're gonna craft 1 of these. Maybe we'll go ahead and craft 2. Only costs 3 pearls and some seagrass. And by the way, we have 7 water sprites. About to have 8. So now we have 8 little workers. Okay, we got a seagrass lure. So now we need to place it. So let's go to the storage. We're gonna do that. And then I don't know if it matters where, but I'll just do it near the anemone. Alright, so you need a lure in wildlife. We need 20, which is why we made 2 of these, because this will house 10 each. So yeah, we got, it says 2 total biodiversity. New species provide more biodiversity, but this will only attract clownfish. Yeah, it lures clownfish into your reef. So we can see we do have at least 1 clownfish in. We have 6, it says. So there's a few more swimming around. That's really nice. So biodiversity will go up just having more wildlife, but having obviously more diverse wildlife will make that go up even more. So that's good. Alright, so we do have 10. Let's use another lure to get more in. So let's just put that one down. So it's working. We have 11 wildlife, 12, and we get a whole school. Alright, so that finished luring. Alright, let's see. This reef is getting a bit cramped. Hardly room to stretch my fins. We need to expand, which means strengthening the influence of the reef heart. So we can't just continue building outwards? Oh, by my scales, no. That would be like balancing a whale on a barnacle. It would stretch the reef's heart power too much and cause it to wither and die. First, use the growth coral to unlock tier 1 zones growth, and then you must purchase a zone. And then, and only then, can you start expanding. Oh no, not now. Oh no, what is happening? You don't feel it? The rising temperature, the smell of sulfur in the water? I thought the smell was you. If I weren't about to be hit by a heat wave and facing total devastation, we'd be having words about respecting one's elders. Wait, what? Total devastation? We have no chill corals in place. The heat will destroy the reef. Still, you had a good run, young one. Well, you had a good run. You had a run. Let's just hope Gaia is in a merciful mood. Maybe in another 20 years or so, she'll give you another reef to guard. No, I'm not giving up, Pontus. I'm going to find a way to save this reef. Alright, so periodically hazardous events will occur affecting your reef in different ways. The heat wave is obviously raising the temperature. It's going to raise the temperature, so we need to find a way to decrease the temperature. You sense heat rising from the earth. So right now it says 26, but I'm assuming it's going to start going up as we go forward. So yeah, that's fine. Okay, in the growth coral, I think we're going to need, in growth, yeah, we're going to need, before we do the tier 1 zones, storage coral. And then after that, we're going to need the chill coral. And I'll go ahead and place a storage coral down. So I'm going to need, oh wow, 100 of those research points, but I already have 80, so that's not bad. And 20 pearls, so we're getting close. We need to research the chill coral so we can lower this temperature. It's rising fast. It's at 29 already. Okay, so that's nice. Storage coral is global, so that just increased the storage of everything. Like doubled everything. Wow. That was really good. I don't know what this is yet. Infused corals. Coral plates. Haven't seen those yet. Alright, the temperature is too high. Everything's losing health. Did it research the chill coral? No, we're still waiting on 10 more research points and more pearls. This whole place is losing health. So we have to get the temperature down to at least more, I should say at most 29 degrees Celsius. Okay, they're researching it. Almost done. There it is. Alright, so let's get a couple chill coral down. Might need more than a couple, honestly. Should honestly probably have more clams as well. So they lowered the temperature a little bit because we got one in somewhere. About to get another one over here. Is this a chill coral? Yeah. Okay, we got it down to 29, so it looks like we did it. Not bad, not bad. Always knew you'd be able to save this place. Really? Total devastation, you said. Well, maybe I was a bit hyperbolic. Just for dramatic effect, you see. It really got you moving, though. So you were testing me. In a way, but you passed with flying colors. Thank you, I think. But of course, you had the right mentor. Of course. Now, on to more important matters. We must expand, but there is something strange stirring in these waters. The silt around is unusually thick, and I can't sense anything through it. If we're to press onward, you'll need to unlock that rocky zone. It looks like the only path forward. So I'm assuming that's this one over here. Yeah, it's a bunch of rocks sticking up. Okay, so before we do all that, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this restore button. So Shift R, I can restore anything. So let's go ahead and restore stuff because it's honestly, I don't like that all the health is showing up. It's really annoying, actually. So I kind of just want them to do that first. What is this? Oh, okay, so it's disabled on its own and it'll be enabled when it needs to be. That's very convenient. Alright, so all the health is going back up on everything. They're tending to it. Alright, so everything's back to full health, which is awesome. So yeah, we need to unlock tier 1 zones. So let's see. We need 20 pearls and 100 research growth points. Yeah, I'm gonna do another clam. I'm kind of tired of waiting around. Maybe I should do 2. So let's prioritize the clams because then it'll go faster after that. I could probably get another brain coral, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so am I out of energy? Yes, I am. So let's get another moon coral somewhere. Go ahead and do that up here. We definitely want that prioritized as well. Just want to get all that done first. Alright, we unlocked tier 1 zones and we need to own 2 additional zones. Are we completely out of energy again? Oh no, we have 1 extra. I'll go ahead and put that there. Just want to make sure we're covered. Alright, so how do we purchase this? So own 2 additional things. So it would be in build, utilities, no, housing, no. Do I just click on it? Oh, okay, so I need more biodiversity to have this happen. So how am I gonna get that? I only have 3. Oh, and it spins it. Okay, that's not great. Well, I only have that. What if I researched a fish hollow? Well, I don't really have another reason to do that. I think I'll just need another anemone. Let's go ahead and put that down somewhere. And let's craft another lure. Maybe we'll do 2 just in case. Alright, so we have our anemone, we have a lure. Let's put that down. Let's lure them in. And I may need more food. So what is it saying? The algae. So we want it to be more in the green zone. Okay, so we don't have quite enough algae. So let's get another, maybe like 2 of those. Alright, biodiversity. It's up to a 4. Is the lure done? Oh no. Okay, so what else can I do? Can I lure more in? Do I need to? I think I do. So let's get another algae and another anemone. You know what? I'm gonna get a couple more algae again. How we're looking? We're not quite in the green, but we're getting there. Alright, let's lure more in and see kind of what happens there. Well, since we're full of research points, I might as well research stuff. Let's do a heat coral. Oh, I guess, yeah, whatever. We'll do the acid one. And when that's done, we can do the heat one. Okay, so we're luring in fish. We only have 4 biodiversity, so we can't do anything else with that, unfortunately. Oh, we have 5. Okay, let's purchase this tile. That's more like it. A little space at last. Breathe in that H2O. The change of scenery is certainly nice, but what should we do here? The world is our oyster. We could harness the resources here and build new corals in all this free space. But there's also an opportunity to attract some new creatures. Liven this place up a little. You see, this area's native flora is very different, which means the lures crafted from them will attract new fish. Then we'll have something else for the clownfish to bother with their prattling. I'm quite fond of the clownfish actually, but there doesn't seem to be any grass around here. All in good time, young one. Seagrass is picky. It won't start growing until this area has been reinvigorated a little. Set up some corals and build a base, and before you know it, we'll be up to our gills in seagrass. Let's get to it then. Time to make some new friends. Alright, so in this zone, we're kind of on our own. We just, we need to build it up. So what is this? To move a boulder, huh? Oh, because it's on one of those things. Alright, let's go ahead and get more of this started. Oh, we don't have enough biodiversity. We're at -1 biodiversity. How's that possible? Anyway, so in this area, we don't have this reef heart. Interesting. Okay, so what are we gonna need to do here? We're gonna need some corals. So let's get something here. Here. Wait, how is this gonna be built? Oh, they come all the way over here. Okay, okay. I was worried about that for a second. Let's get that in as well. And that should be overlapping too. Okay, so we get a few moon corals in for power. Getting a soul well in. Oh wait, hold on. The pH is dropped too low. Or on this side it's too low. Oh shoot, how do we raise the pH? We need... Oh no. We need the alkaline. We need to do the alkaline coral. We don't have enough biodiversity. How am I supposed to do this? More clownfish? Another anemone. Alright, crafter. We need... Let's get a couple lures. And then algae coral. So let's go and build all that stuff first. This stuff is gonna die. Alright, let's attract some of these. Alright, we need more power as well. Alright, so all these corals are gonna die, unfortunately, so I just wasted resources on that. But I will be able to raise the pH in just a bit. And it looks like I might be able to restore... Oh no, I can only reclaim. Well, there goes all that. Okay, so let's see. Do we still have... Are we out of power? I thought I had one being built here. There we go. We have 1 biodiversity, so... Jeez. I almost messed that up. So we need alkaline coral. Alright, so once that is done, we should be able to raise the pH to a proper level. Okay, so we have the alkaline coral. Perfect. So let's go into utilities. alkaline coral. We're gonna need at least one of these. And we're gonna need power to make that happen. So let's go ahead and do one there and just let that get started. A whale has been spotted heading toward the reef. When did that happen? I missed it. I'll admit it, you've been doing well, Thalassa, but I'm sensing something unusual about this zone ahead. What do you mean? I've got an ache in my left fin, and that usually means something's troubling. I think the reef is trying to send me a message somehow. What kind of message? Something's coming through now. Yes. Could be from Gaia, although I sense this is an even greater power. Go on. It's telling me that if you purchase this zone, we'll get a cool cinematic, and then the demo will end. Oh no. Sounds concerning. I've never heard of a demo, and what's a cinematic? Is it some type of seaweed? No idea. Possibly some kind of hitherto unknown aquatic beast. Actually, that sounds quite exciting. Let's go see it. Alright, so I guess when I unlock the last zone, then that's demo over. Okay, so let's get to building up this reef. Alright, our pH is okay. We didn't even need that apparently. Let's get a soul well, get more of these little guys. These sprites. Okay, we're definitely gonna need more moon coral. And then we can get sprout coral on these two. And this one. And hopefully that will be enough power still. Okay, so some of this is raising the pH. And some of it is lowering the pH. So this one raises the temp. What is this? Raises the temp. This raises the pH. What does this do? Lowers the pH. So having another soul well could be good as well. So what does this do? Just moves it off. Let's see. We need 3. So these little guys are going to move this boulder off. Nice. It just yeets it away. So it's looking like we're doing okay. Can I get more? I can get more of these sprites, so let me do that actually. How do I do that again? So in the crafter, I gotta craft 1, 2, 3, 4 more of these guys. Okay, that shouldn't be too long. Then we'll have 12. How's the ecosystem here? 28% if the development percentage is over or equal to 90%. Okay, so there's still quite a bit to go there. So you know what? I think this is actually a good place to end it. And if you want to see more and you want to see me get this up to 90%, give it a like. Let me know that you enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'll make another one and we'll see how that goes. See how the demo would end. Alright, have a good day. And look at those clownfish. Bye.